Welcome in, everybody. It's Main Street Today time. And if you guys didn't know, it is cicada season coming up, the 17-year cicada. Here we are, live with my favorite J.K. Brister from U.S. Pest. And the cicadas are coming, aren't they, my friend?
Yes, they are. The hordes are coming. It's just like those movies, the galactic movies, they're just everywhere. Billions and trillions of them are coming. It's amazing. I think they would be hard to count.
I know. I always laughed. I said, the plagues are upon us. I said, but I laugh because, your lovely wife, Erica, and I both put the red on the door across the doorpost to protect us when we went into the plagues.
Right.
I said, I didn't know how true it was until we started.
Right. Well, the funny thing, and actually in my prep for this, I was making some notes and biblically speaking, these there's going to be thousands and thousands of sermons about the plagues and different things, but these are actually not locusts. That's a misconception. Locusts do eat fields and like destroy crops and do all that. The cicadas, but the preachers, they're still going to preach it. People need to hear it, but they're more like aphids. Little aphids underneath the leaves and stuff that we treat at U.S. Pest. They're more akin to them than locusts. So they don't actually destroy anything. They just come out to sing a song of love and go back in the dirt.
It's crazy. And it is their mating season. It's their love song, but it is loud and it is. Do you remember driving on the interstates and you could literally hear the crunch under the car wheels?
Right. And they're kind of useless. There's not nobody even knows why they do what they do. Science can't figure it out. There's a bunch of theories, but the truth is that nobody knows what benefit they are, other than just maybe seasonal change. Like there's a bunch of ideas of why they exist, but none of them were real. They're just guesses, right? Because you can't get into the mind of a cicada and figure out why they do what they do, However, I remember when we were kids, and I think you remember this, I loved collecting all the husks, like the little husks that are in trees and things like that, just like that picture right there. And we love collecting those, putting them in a jar. It looked like a bunch of dead bodies,
Crazy stuff that we did because, JK and I both come from the same neck of the woods in Louisiana. That was our fun. And did you ever tie a string around one and let it fly around?
I did not, but what I love to do, and it's weird that I'm in pest control and politics, right? So kind of the same thing, kind of, yeah. Pest control is I used to love to pick them up and just hold them in my hand, and the texture of the juveniles when they first come out of the husk, they're very soft, they're pliable. And then in a couple of weeks, they get really hard shells. They gravitate to the top of the trees.
Right.
And that's where they do their mating call. And mostly males do that. So a couple of interesting facts I'm going to get into with you, Devin, here.
Please.
First, I'm going to say, I love you, and it's so amazing to be here with you. And it's been a long time since we've been on together, and I just love you, Devin O'Day. I love you. I love you. I love you. So just wanted to say that.
Same right back at you, friend.
And just amazing time at U.S. Pest. We've growing and growing and growing. We're taking care of 30,000 plus customers. And growing constantly. We're into Kentucky now, and so a lot of great things. And then also at the end of this, I'll tell you a little bit about the honey festival this year, but
absolutely,
because locusts and honey, no, I'm joking. They're not locusts, they're cicadas. Okay. So a couple of interesting facts I wrote down here. 3,000 species. Wow. I say species because I'm from Louisiana, right?
Yeah.
Species.
Both are right. Both
around the world.
That's right.
Species around the world, but there's only one or two that are actually only here in the North American region. Okay.
Gotcha.
One of them, there's two kinds. It's periodicals and annuals. Now the annuals, you can see it every year. The kids can go out and play with them. They find them. It's like a little treasure hunt. You go find them. Wow, sweeping them up off the deck. That must be in South Louisiana, right? And then, of course, the periodicals are every 13 and 17 years, and these are. And it's called the Brood X, or some people call them Brood 10. I like to refer to them lovingly as Gen X, because they're just millions of them, and they cause all kinds of trouble, and then they go away,
Crazy.
There are 15 brood cycles, and of course this year is Brood 10, Brood X, and like I said, there's a lot of theories on why it happens. It's really cool, and I think the biggest thing about cicadas is that they're fun for kids. They're meaning you can go out. They have a beautiful color. They have these big protruding red eyes. They're jet black body. I mean, the color of them, and then the orange wings that are transparent. And a lot of why there's hysteria around this is fear, right? Because we grew up afraid of wasps, afraid of bees, which you shouldn't be, because bees don't really sting
exactly.
a lot.
Oh my gosh,
the wasps that sting a lot of people, and
yellow jackets
do. Right. And yellow jackets. So anything that flies and has a stinger, well, cicadas don't bite. They're not dangerous. They're not going to sting you. And they're a great food source. So possums, turtles love cicadas. They eat a bunch of them. They get gutted on them,
Okay. Now, here's my thing. I did read something that copperheads also love cicadas. Now,
I'd imagine just anything that'll eat anything made of protein.
Okay. Right. I just wondered if we have to worry about our copperheads just a little bit, because I know that part of what US Pets does is you do some snake removal as well.
We do. Listen, not all my people will do it. Okay. But they'll call me, or they'll call one of the other guys, and they say, hey, we got a snake in the attic. It's attracted to the mice in the attic, and we're getting rid of the mice, but the snake's still up there. And I crawl up in that attic, and I get up in there, and if it's a big snake, I get like a snake removing tool. But if it's a medium size or whatever, I'll grab it by the tail and pull it out, throw it in a box, and we take it and release it. We don't purposely like kill snakes. We never will. Right. They are actually essential to our environment. They control the rat and mice population outside, and a lot of other things. So, but snakes are very important. I love those too.
Well, before we get off the cicada subject, it's important because we're pet people too, and dogs love them. But if they eat too many, it can be fatal for a pet. And a lot of people don't know that the shells can cause problems and lacerate the intestines of a dog and cause you, at the very least, you might have a big old vet bill.
Right. Of course. And they can clean them out and everything, but you want to try and keep your pets inside, especially if there's a horde of them and they're just eating them. And dogs like to eat a lot of stuff that we won't eat. Like I keep the toilet seats down at home because my dogs want,
that's like a constant source of water. Yeah. Yes.
Really, I don't know why I have such a problem with it, because they're dogs, but I do. Right.
Yeah, so, I know.
And then they roll around in stuff, and
I know.
It's like, what are you doing?
I laugh because there are people, you let your dogs eat people food? I go, they ate a dead squirrel yesterday and they're okay. Yeah. I mean, my people food is better than that. I loved this little thing. Might join the cicadas this summer and scream constantly.
Right.
Now, most people think cicadas are disgusting, ugly, creepy, but did you know that cicadas can also be eaten too? In fact, my friend Marcus is preparing a few dishes of cicadas right now. So I'm going to go try a few. Come on, join me. Hey Marcus, how you doing?
Hey Kevin, welcome home.
Thanks. Cicadas?
Cicadas it is.
All right.
And I got your text message about how excited you were, so
okay.
You ready to get started?
Sure.
All right, we got some hot oil in here. We're going to throw in your favorite dish here. We got about, looks like 30 female cicadas. Oh yeah. That's the sound you want to hear. Not so much the feeling you want to feel, but the sound you want to hear.
It's blisteringly hot in here right now.
So we're going to have like this really nice, crispy, rich flavor burst when you bite into these things. It's going to be like a nice kind of nutty, really earthy kind of taste. Got a wonderful assortment of vegetables here.
Maybe grasshoppers tomorrow. What do you think?
They're in the same family.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and put in your favorite stir-fry mix here. And that's just going to really bring the flavor out in these bad boys. All right, this is looking fantastic, smelling even better. I think we're about ready to start plating. What do you think?
Bring it on.
All right.
Starving.
All right.
All right, let's go. Let's have a cicada right off the bat. Do I eat the eyes too? The eyes? Little crunchy. Got a leg stuck between my teeth here.
We just made the simple stir fry. Basically, it's just stir fry with cicadas. It's really simple, really good dish.
We'll go 4 at once. Hang on, Ruby. I'll give you some.
There it is.
Oh. Marcus, this is really delicious. I'm serious.
Thank you. How about some dessert?
Oh, yes, yes. Well, yeah, let me try a little dessert.
There you go.
In mid-meal here.
Got some chocolate-covered cicadas for you.
Okay. This tastes a lot more cicada-y than the main meal. These are good. Can people find out about these on the website?
Absolutely. If you go to cicadacentral.com, you'll find a PDF with all these delicious recipes online.
Rebels on a tear.
It's always fun to watch.
Mom, Press is here.
Oh, perfect timing. Mom's got to go get arrested. You know who to call?
Of course I know who to call.
Last time you said you knew who to call, you didn't call anyone. I ended up spending the whole day in jail.
Mom, just go.
Phone, young lady.
Mom, just go.
I'm Annie Flynn Ray Bello. Had too many husbands, picked up too many names. Most folks just call me Rebel.
Rebel.
Rebel. I bring corporations to their knees.
She's that famous lawyer, right?
She's not a lawyer. She's just loud. Stonemore Medical is evil!
I'm troubled.
Rebels on a tear.
It's always fun to watch.
I'm a rebel.
They got a shot up your skirt. It's embarrassing.
It's free publicity.
Not an easy woman, but you are an extraordinary woman.
Don't give up. You can't give up.
You can't say no to that woman.
Hey, handsome.
Rebel's a force, but she's saving the world. I admire you, but I prefer to admire you from afar, through binoculars on an expedition once a year.
I'll take you home.
This is trespassing. You can't be here. My security team is on the way. How dare you?
How dare you?
What's Kids Park? Well, it isn't babysitting. It's a chance for my kids to socialize, have fun, and learn. It's a safe, licensed, hourly center with qualified teachers. Best of all, we never need a reservation. The only question is, who loves Kids Park more, me or my kids?
How long have you guys been in business?
So we opened a little over a month ago, middle of March.
Wow. Now, what did you do before Kids Park?
Quite a few different things. So my background was in the military, and then when I left active duty, I spent a little time in a technology company and a real estate company before we made this jump, and Megan had a little different path.
Actually, my background is in medicine. So I was in general surgery when we first got married, and then decided to focus on having a family, and felt like those two were kind of at odds. So once our daughter came into our lives, I stayed home with her. So had been just staying at home, occupying a little kid. Not much different from what I'm doing right now.
You know what's amazing too, with that medical background and military background, oddly enough, I see where those play perfectly into what you're doing now.
It's been good so far. I mean, the teamwork aspect, one of the things that's been the most fun for us, I think, has been working together. Kind of the divide and conquer when it comes to the day-to-day and the overall running the business. It's been a lot of fun to see Megan take certain things and run with it, and then I go a different direction with other items.
To your point, I think we both have kind of that mentality of attention to detail, so I think that's worked really well in our favor here.
And if I were going to leave my child somewhere, knowing that someone had military experience and someone had medical experience, I'd feel very safe with that. You know, rather than the teenager down the street that may or may not have a lot of experience at all with children.
Yeah. Hopefully, there's a little more to do here than a babysitter. Always a place for babysitters. Did a little babysitting growing up. I think you did as well, right? But hopefully, there's a little bit more here, a little more engagement with kids.
Let's talk about your hours and how people get involved when they want to bring their kids here. You're here in Murfreesboro at a beautifully close location, dropping off so mom and dad can go have a date night or whatever. But what are your nighttime hours?
So our hours, Monday through Thursday, 7:30 in the morning until 10 p.m. at night. Friday and Saturday we're open until midnight, and then Sunday we close a little earlier at 6 o'clock. So late night Friday and Saturday, so we're right in the middle of Murfreesboro, so there's a lot to do around here. And the idea then is parents for a date night or a movie night or whatever it might be can drop their kids off and still get out and have fun and come back and get them late that night.
How much prep to have a child dropped off? How much time, how much do you have to fill out? Because I'm sure there's paperwork. So how long does that take?
Initially, we fill out our registration paperwork, and we actually have that available online, so you can save yourself some time in the center and go ahead and do it ahead of time at home. I'd say maybe 10 minutes to fill everything out at home. And if you go ahead and do that, then you just drop off, and it's just a couple of minutes and you can be on your way.
So everything online. Speaking of, what is your website where people can go and find out more about you?
kidspark.com/Murfreesboro.
Way to do child care. Kids Park in Murfreesboro, convenient to everything you need, everything you use, everything you enjoy. Kids Park Murfreesboro on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And we're going to check out a really cool thing happening in Portland. If you have children or grandkids, or even if you don't, you want to be part of helping kids read. And Kimberly Rice is with us today. Kimberly, from our Portland Sun area of the country. How are you today?
I'm doing quite well, thank you. How are you?
I'm so wonderful, and I'm so excited to talk about books and reading for a really great organization. Here's your logo that is on your Facebook page. Tell me a little bit about how you started this organization.
Actually, I'm sorry, can I get you hold on? I hate this. I'm at work. Hang on just a minute.
No. Go right ahead. What she's part of is the Kids Book Drive, and it's going to be taking place in Portland, Tennessee. And it is throughout the week. And one of the things that they're going to do there, she has a Facebook page, and it is called An Open Book for Kids. And no worries. Hey, look, this is our new whatever. I don't know if it's new normal or not, but it is new. It's what we have to deal with it every day. Yes. And we appreciate you being with us. Now, we talked about an open book. When did you start this group?
I recently just started it last week, to be honest with you.
This is brand new then.
It is brand new. I work for First Baptist Church here in Portland, and we are getting ready to begin our kids' summer feeding program. And what we do is we go to 5 or 6 different areas of Portland, and we gather the kids in that area. We do a Bible story, we give them lunch, and we do a craft with them. And I just thought it would be a great idea to also give these kids a book to take home with them. We have so many kids in our area that are not able to get to the library and do things like that during the summer. So reading is so important. A lot of kids, they fall back on reading, between end of school year and the beginning of the next school year. So this is a way for them to take a book home each week. So we meet twice a week. So they will get 2 books a week that they can take home. These are their books to keep. So they can start their own little library. They can share these books with their siblings, or if they want to exchange them with friends, they can do that. And they can also, if they've finished reading the book and they'd like to, they can bring it back and they can exchange it for a different one. So just trying to get kids reading more, to encourage reading for pleasure, not just having to read because of being in a class. And, it's the foundation of education. It's literacy. It's so important.
There's some fun facts that you put down on your Facebook page, an open book for kids, fun ideas to encourage reading. And a lot of them are read to your kids, literally have that time, turn off all the other stuff. Or if you don't literally have time, get them involved in when you're driving around, instead of listening to music or whatever, put on a podcast with a book reading, or children's books. They have podcasts all over that they can be read to.
Yes, they really do. I mean, you can go on the library websites, a lot of them, and download reading material. So you can listen to it as well. And that's really just as important as reading, having somebody read to you and just spending that time listening, and because it's vocabulary, it's, understanding, it's all these different things rolled into one. So it's really important.
Well, Kimberly, you have a lofty goal. How do people bring you the books, and where can they bring you the books, or how do they get in touch with you?
They can either call me 615-815-7709, or they can go on the Facebook page, An Open Book for Kids, and message me on there, and I will be glad to come and pick the books up. Or you can drop them off at First Baptist Church.
First Baptist Church, Portland, Tennessee. Yes. Kimberly Rice, thank you for your time today. And thank you for doing this, because you're right. How many kids are in your program? I just did just a rough general.
It varies. I mean, we do this every summer. This is the first time I'm doing the book drive, but anywhere between 50 to 150 kids each week. It just, it varies.
That's a huge number. That really is a huge number. And you're feeding these children, you're feeding their spirits, their souls, and you're giving them books to read when they take home. Exactly. A beautiful, beautiful thing. And we want to help. So I know all my people in the Portland Sun area, and maybe you're outside that area. Maybe you're in Sumner County. Portland is a beautiful place to go. They just had the biggest strawberry festival of the history of the whole thing.
We sure did.
And, Portland is more than strawberries. It's big hearts like yours, Kimberly. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you. I'd like to expand this program as well after we do the summer feeding program, and, give the elementary schools and give to shelters. And we do a backpack program during the school year, and we have blessing boxes around the area. I'd like to put books in there. So I'd like to keep this as an ongoing book drive.
This is amazing. Well, thank you for all you do. And we just encourage you, and keep us updated on how everything's going, would you?
I will do that.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Geared for older kids, beginning with number 10, The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis, ages 8 to 12 and up. Number 9, the Harry Potter series has been hailed as, quote, one for the ages, unquote, by Stephen King. Harold and the Purple Crayon by Crockett Johnson. The Tale of Peter Rabbit by Beatrix Potter. This book was published in 1902. 6, The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein, ages 4 and up. The Cat in the Hat by Dr. Seuss, ages 3 to 8, by Green Eggs and Ham. This is a great gift for new parents, birthday celebrations, happy occasions. It's just a wonderful book. How Could the List Be Complete Without Goodnight Moon by Margaret Wise Brown. Charlotte's Web, coming in at number 2 by E.B. White, and this is age appropriate for 8 to 11. Sold somewhere in the world every 30 seconds. That's amazing. This particular edition includes a special feature. It's got the die cuts. It's a board book. It's perfect for teaching the days of the week. It's an interactive experience. From the mother's manual, quote, the very hungry caterpillar literally eats his way through the pages of the book right into your child's heart. These books should not be missed, ever. Number 1, The Pokey Little Puppy. Number 2, The Velveteen Rabbit. Number 3, The Little Engine That Could. I think I can. Number 4, Little Women. Made me cry. One of my favorites. Number 5, The Adventures of Pinocchio. A lot of lessons there. Number 6, The Story of Babar the Little Elephant. Number 7, The Wind in the Willows. Number 8, Pat the Bunny. This is a touch and feel book, and there's also a boxed set of 3. Number 9, couldn't be complete without Where the Wild Things Are. And number 10, Where the Red Fern Grows. So there you have it.
It's National Pet Month, and lots of places are celebrating and offering discounts or special treats. Our friends at Houndstown Nashville is entering every pup that plays or stays during the month of May a chance in their raffle. At the end of the month, one winner will receive a free week of daycare and a spa bath. Our friends at BarkBox has a great affiliate program. Did you know about that? You can help support your rescue or pet business by applying for a unique promo code, and you get paid for every subscription you get signed up with it. Join the Bark affiliate programs by going to barkbox.com/affiliate programs. Our affiliate programs allow you to promote BarkBox and Super Chewer monthly plans with unique toys and all natural treats. You can earn a commission, you can stay up to date on promotions, and the joining is free. BarkBox.com to apply. It's easy. And there are all sorts of deals the entire month of May for National Pet Month. Chewy, 1-800-PET-MEDS, Purina, Amazon, really anywhere you might imagine pet products being. They're celebrating with bargains. To find an entire list, just check out RetailMeNot.com for their ultimate National Pet Month deals. Jordy Searcy from The Voice announced a new show at the Ryman Auditorium July 24th.
If you're gay and over 85, you fought for your whole life. But when God made you, He just messed up. If you've been raised a Southern belle, born and bred for show and tell, but you lie down feeling never good enough, I'm so sorry for how it's been. We're broken artists, broken pens, we paint our pride and call it truth. I'm sorry no one explained Jesus to you. If you heard a knock on your front door, all that you found on the porch was a pastor that just wanted to be right. And if you really want to pray to him, but you're never sure he's listening, 'cause who could forget what you did last night? I'm so sorry for what you've heard. We're broken poets with silly words, paint agendas and call it truth. I'm sorry no one explained Jesus to you. Oh, 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 can't you feel it in the room? Oh, 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 all he wants is you. And I'm so sorry for all the wrongs. We're broken singers with broken songs. We paint our pride and call it truth. I'm sorry no one explained Jesus to you. I'm sorry no one explained Jesus to you. I'm sorry no one explained Jesus to you.
I'm happy about that one, man.
Yeah. I'm happy with that one. Yeah, I'm fine with both of those.
It did weird stuff again over there. It was so cool.